Hey YouTube, here's Heiko down in my garage. A little while ago, actually long while ago, I made a video. I called it the duffel bag tools. So this is a duffel bag that I traveled with at the beginning of February coming back from Germany. In Germany, I still own some property and there's a basement with lots of tools that I used to use over there. Leftover tools from my dad when he passed away. I pretty much inherited his entire tool collection. A lot of power tools that because of outlet voltage wouldn't work here in the States, at least not very easily. You know, I would have to use converters and all that kind of stuff. So most of that stuff is still over there. My brother-in-law uses some of it, and I'm always just looking for the higher quality tools, and especially when they are older. So you know, kind of like tools that my dad used to use back in the days. Oftentimes made in West Germany before reunion of East and West Germany before 1990. So lots of those tools are 40, 50 years old. I haven't gotten around to making another sit-down video out of this. Now I really want to empty out this duffel bag and just want to show you the rest of the tools that I brought over. Okay, it's gonna. This is just a little can with brass hardware in it, and it used to be part of it's kind of like an erector set where you can build, you know, bridges and buildings and cranes, and I don't know if you can see the picture. The brand name is Märklin. Märklin is a brand that's still in existence today. They make train sets, like different scale. I have a huge train set, model train set over in Germany in scale HO. I think that's compatible with stuff that they sell here in the States too. So Märklin, this is probably from the 1950s. And it's literally just the hardware from this erector set back in the days. Oh, here's a socket in here too. This is Hot Set. It's a brand name, also still in existence. This one was made in West Germany, so you can be assured that this was made before 1990, and I would say it's probably made in the 1970s. And now it's here. So yeah, some brass hardware from one of those German erector sets. And I just, you know, I'm a sucker for old stuff. That's why I have a VW bus. That's why I have a BMW Airhead motorcycle. I like to, now I can't close it anymore. Oh, there we go. So this is part one, little socket, German made. Let's take a look. Look at this hand-powered little drill. And this, it's a brand name that you might recognize, Metabo. It's a German brand, or at least used to at some point. I don't know if they still make tools in Germany. This is old. I mean, I remember when I was doing little craft projects and like working on little wood projects with my dad in the basement, we used to use this one. Very cool. Nice wooden handles. Here's a wooden handle. It swivels. It's kind of bent out of shape, but that might be fixable. A little bit of surface rust. Pretty decent sized chuck here on it. Pretty cool. Works. Model number 5121. And I bet you it says somewhere where it's made. No, it doesn't. There's a part number. I don't know, but it's for sure made in Germany. I'm pretty certain about this. Back in the 1970s and 60s and 50s, you wouldn't find any Chinese made anything anywhere. So that's part number two. Let's keep going. Oh, here we go. Let's keep going. What is this here? Yeah, this is, I don't even know how old this is. This is so old that it even has some wormholes in it. See there, a couple more. This is I would call this a protractor, probably. Yeah, let me zoom out so you can actually see the whole thing. A protractor out of hardwood. This could be mahogany or oak. You see the wormholes. There are no brand names, nothing on here, nothing that I can see. But yeah, so you take an angle, whatever you want to cut a board at a certain angle, and you have the corner of a house, and you can establish the angle that you need, and then you just take it over to your workpiece, lay it down and scribe it, and then cut it, and then you have the perfect angle. Yeah, this is really old. I've no clue. This, you know, this might actually precede my dad, so maybe he got it from someone. Good question. And then here's the more modern version, West Germany. Again, no brand name on it, and this is all, I would say this is some sort of plastic with well, if I can actually move it, that would be great. Can, here we go. So this is a metal version of it. This might be cast aluminum, actually. This is some sort of cast metal. It's not plastic. So yeah, I just took those two. This is probably not anything high quality here, but it's made in West Germany, so I had to keep it. Then what do we have here? Also Metabo. This is pretty much a contraption to, it's like a strain relief on a connection between two extension cords, or a cord of a device and an extension cord. I don't know if you can recognize that here on the picture. The plugs we use over in Germany are different. It's a different system, 230 volt outlet voltage, and the plugs are completely different. But I think it might actually work with the American extension cords as well. And this one was made in West Germany by Metabo. Still in original packaging. Then this one here, this is pretty funny. So this is actually some sort of plastic sheet from a VW dealership that we had in my hometown in Germany, which also was a gas station. The company name was Schwedhelm, and it has Germany on there. So even this plastic here is most likely made in Germany, and I just shoved a couple of things in there. So this here is a little saw, and this is actually a brand name saw. It's called Puck, P-U-K, Puck. And here is a package of those saw blades that you see me holding here in my hand. So this is a Puck metal saw blade for this type of little hacksaw. Yeah, the saw is made in Germany. I think it's on here somewhere. Maybe it is not, but the saw blades are for sure. It says Puck Germany on there. And this price tag, this is probably 50 years old. 3 marks, German marks, and 20 Pfennig. So 3 Mark 20. So this is all old stuff that I got handed down or inherited it from my dad's tool collection. Quality, performance, Puck, quality, efficiency. So yeah, called Pucksäge, Puck saw, and the saw blades for it. And then I found a couple individual ones that were still in good shape, so I took them. Oh, this also has Germany on it. And then I have, this is, it's kind of a tension file, sawing wire for what? For metal, ceramic, wood, plastic, and made in England by Abrasive Tools Limited, Twickenham. So this also fits this little saw that I have. Yeah, and just the packaging, I think I'm just going to keep it together in this blue packaging. Oh yeah, I was looking for it the other day, and then I ended up ordering it from Amazon. Hylomar. Hylomar is a non-hardening sealant. It's very resistant to almost anything. So if you have like an oil pan that you have to put on with a gasket, but the engine block is cast aluminum and it has a couple nicks and dings, just put a thin coat of Hylomar on there. It holds the gasket in place during installation, and it also fills the little nicks and dings, so you get a perfect sealing surface, and it's oil resistant. And yeah, and then if you ever have to take it apart, you don't have to take a scraper to it and work for 3 hours to get the sealing surface clean again, because it's non-hardening. I think you can wipe that off. Oh, they actually make a cleaner for that. And I bet you can use acetone or lacquer thinner and take that off. So Hylomar, I just bought a pack. They still make it. They actually have many different forms of this, in a more liquidy form, in a more pasty form. They make cleaners and all kinds of other things. So I think originally developed for Rolls-Royce. I don't know if it was World War II, Rolls-Royce airplane engines that they use this for. This is my go-to. If I need any kind of sealant and I don't want to permanently glue it together, this is what I use. What do we have here? Let's see. This looks like it's some sort of